Oh man, this is gonna be so awesome. I can't wait to get this stuff set up. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I think that'll fit nicely. What the hell are you doing here? Oh, hi mate. It's me, your alter ego, the Australian Stiffy. You know, people say that we look a lot alike. Okay, I haven't seen you in months. Well, I just thought I'd drop by and help you out installing these parts that you got from benlari. You know, if you wouldn't mind talking to them, I've got a Harley-Davidson too. I could really use some of their parts for my bike. She's a ripper. I appreciate it, man, but you can't just go installing stuff on the Hulk whenever you damn well please. Not to mention, where have you been? Seeing as how I'm from Australia, I was back in Australia. You know, the land down under, where the water in the toilet bowl goes the opposite way? It's a true thing. It's not false. Hey man, I really do appreciate the help and all, and I'm glad that you're more than willing to put stuff on the Hulk, but I haven't even explained to these guys yet what it is that benlari has sent us, what we're doing with it. I was thinking about possibly doing a giveaway with this. A giveaway? Well, I didn't know you were doing anything like that. You gotta explain these things to me, mate. Then I won't be so quick to come over and install things. Guys, bear with me for a minute. Let's just let this play out. Let me get him the hell out of here, and I can tell you everything that we're doing with the stuff from benlari. Ah, okay, I get it. I know when I'm not welcome. You can't just show up whenever you want and start tinkering with the Hulk. He tends to act out on his own. He's a great help and a good hand to have around when I'm doing stuff like this. But I have to explain to you guys what it is that we're gonna do first. And I gotta show you what benlari sent us. So why don't we do that? Can you just like come back at a later day? If you want me to go, well, I'll go. I'll see you later. All right, you guys, well, I just closed the garage door because I don't want that jagaloon coming back and messing with our video here. I'm grateful for his help, but damn, he just shows up at the most random times. I don't know. And it is kind of just a little uncanny at how much we do look alike, even though he's Australian. The last time that dude was installing stuff on my bike, he spoke in an American accent. Anyway, let's get back to talking about what's going on. So benlari did send me some stuff, and well, what they sent me was a set of highway pegs. What I have on the Hulk now are highway pegs from Capcut. So I am very, very interested to see how these are gonna measure up. I'm pretty sure they're gonna do fine, as everything from benlari has done just phenomenal. If you guys don't know, I do have a partnership with benlari. I do not buy these parts, they do send them to me, but if I had to purchase them with my own money, I would do so. They are a great brand. They do make a really good product for a very inexpensive price to us, the biker, which I think goes a long way in this market. With the partnership for giveaways, you guys have two options. The first one is you can request the parts off of my bike and I will send them to you. Or you guys can choose brand new parts, which are the same ones from benlari, and they will ship them to you. I think that's probably the way to go, seeing as how they're brand new and they're not off of my bike, already used with my foot all over them and stuff. That's what I would do, but it's totally up to you. Whoever you are that wins these, when we do the giveaway, you let me know and we'll go from there. Let me show you what it is that we got and what these highway pegs look like. All right, so let's dive in and take a look at what it is that benlari has sent us. As you can see, they always do send their stuff in an amazing box. Kind of Vanna Whited that shit. Remember that Wheel of Fortune? Let's get this open, take a look at what's inside. Looks nice, there's shiny stuff in here. Well, they have provided us with some instructions. And benlari tends to do a pretty good job with their instructions. Let's take a look at what we've got here. Looks like a pretty sturdy highway peg. I like it. I'll set that right there. The matching guy is right there, of course. And then we've got these. The hardware to install the highway pegs to the engine cards. Got a couple of washers here. And then we've got the screws to secure them to the engine guards. So that's what's in the box. I'm excited to put them on the bike and see how they add up. What I currently have on here, the Kariakin highway pegs. As you can see, they do look familiar, but I do like how these are sized a little bit bigger. The rubber that your foot contacts is a little bit larger. These might be worn away a little bit though, as they've been on the Hulk for quite a while. Really excited to give these a try, and one of you is going to win these, or a brand new set from benlari. More information on that later. Let's get these things installed on the Hulk and we'll see how they work out. All right, mates, it's the Australian Stiffy, and I've got to do this very quickly before Robbie finds out I've taken his camera. He's going to find out sooner or later when he goes back to edit this video. I wanted to give him and you a quick tip from the Australian Stiffy, even though it's an old ancient Chinese secret. Those Chinese, they're very, very good at figuring things out for us to do that makes your life easier when tackling a project. Sure are a very intuitive culture, those little buggers. Let me get right down to business and explain to you what this ancient Chinese secret is. We do this with what you guys call in the States the same thing we call them in Australia, a Sharpie. What we're gonna do with this Sharpie, we're gonna mark the top part of the connections for the highway pegs that are on the Hulk currently. That way, when Robbie goes to install the new highway pegs from benlari, he can put them in the exact same spot the old ones were, so his feet are comfortable, and he can really test out these pegs and give them a solid review for all you guys watching the videos. That's right, let me show you how we get this done. And remember, this was a quick Australian Stiffy tip, an ancient Chinese secret to make your life simpler when tackling a project such as installing highway pegs on your Harley-Davidson. All right, so this is a very simple process. Right here we've got our highway pegs. We're gonna take the top of this Sharpie and we're gonna mark right here on the crown. We're just gonna do one little crescent half, just like that. Let me get you in close so you can see. We're gonna do this on both sides, that way you can bring this cupola right up to the same spot that the old highway pegs are on. Your feet are gonna thank you for it later. That was a quick tip from the Australian Stiffy. Hey guys, what is up? Welcome to Saturday, November 23rd. We're going to get ready to take the old highway pegs off the Hulk and install the new ones from benlari. Now, I'm not a real big fan of like installation videos, lengthy ones, but I do think I'm gonna show you guys a little bit of the install on the benlari highway pegs, as I feel it will be extremely productive for the review and informing you guys on what you need to know when buying these highway pegs. Why don't we get into it? It is a beautiful day today. Check this out. It still blows my mind that on the cusp of December, weather is like this. It's absolutely crazy. I mean, in the morning times, as you saw on my ride into work the other day, it is kind of cold, somewhere between like 35, 40 degrees, but then it warms right up to a nice 65, 70 degrees, sometimes even warmer. And I will take that any day of the week this time of year. Really quick though, before we start rocking and rolling on this install, I do want to thank each and every one of you guys that left me condolences on the 2 videos in regards to my aunt. I also really appreciate all the awesome comments on the last video that I just released. It's funny to me, the ones that I just don't think are gonna do good at all end up getting a ton of comments, and you guys seem to really enjoy them. So, had a thought, and I'm not Dr. Phil, I don't have that voice where, you know, people just want to hear me talk. But if there's a topic, whether it's motorcycles, Harley-Davidson, a brand, anything you want my opinion on, let me know. Leave a comment below. We can probably make that happen. I have no problem sitting my ass in front of the Hulk and talking to you guys about anything. Let's install these benlari highway pegs and get them on the bike so I can start the process of doing a review for you. All right, let's get into it. Man, well, I guess that goofy bastard was correct. Took the Karyakyn highway pegs off, and as you can see, there is that little Sharpie line. Of course, I'm going to clean up all this gunk here before I put the new benlari highway pegs on, but that actually worked. That guy does know what he's talking about. All right, guys, so let's do a quick comparing of products. On the bottom here, you've got the Karyakyn highway pegs, and up top, we've got the benlari. As you can see, the size is pretty much the same. The chrome finishes look pretty much identical. And as you can see, we do have a little bit more of a raised edge on the rubber, but I believe that's just due to the fact that the Karyakyns have been on the Hulk since I've had it, since 2019. And of course, the benlari are brand new. So there you go. And I'll show you guys the price difference between these two products. As I showed you before earlier in the video, benlari always provides you with phenomenal instructions. They're extremely detailed. They're not too complicated. There's not too many of them. It's this one little pamphlet, and it explains everything on how to install them, what tools you're gonna need, what you can do with them, where everything goes, the whole nine. Shout out to benlari for that. I mean, you guys, for the price that you pay for their products, you really do get amazing service, and their customer service is phenomenal as well. All right, you guys, we got the first highway peg on, and you know what? I had the camera all set up and was installing this thing on camera. You know, it's a highway peg. I mean, there's really not that much to it. You got two pieces here. You got the coupler, which I think this is cool because it's got this rounded edge here. There's no, you can't see the bolt like you could on the Karyakyn. And then, you know, just your typical Allen head there. So you've got two components, the highway peg and the coupler. In between the two, there is this plastic washer, which you sandwich bloop, 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 right in here. Then you take this here screw and you insert it bloop, 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 right in there and tighten it down. This thing is sturdy. It's tight, like, and I didn't even tighten it down that much. And then obviously these guys go up and down. It's kind of tight right now because they've never moved before. Boom. We've got the left one installed as well. work just like the karaoke pegs do. I mean, first time out, like there's no reason why you shouldn't spend your money on the benlari highway pegs. They work great. And I've had the karaoke since 2019. They've done a good job. But these benlari pegs, they're just the same, if not better. Thank you, benlari. You've done a great job. Appreciate you. All right, you guys, the verdict is in, and I don't know how much more clear I can be about the fact that these highway pegs from benlari are phenomenal. A great product. I gotta say, I did notice a huge difference on foot placement, and my feet felt a lot more comfortable on the benlari foot pegs than they did on the karaoke. I do believe that's probably due to the fact that the karaokes, like I've said before in this video, have been on the Hulk since 2019. But benlari, you've done something good here. The only thing that I would suggest when you're installing these, whoever you are that wins these, or if you purchase them from benlari, make sure you really tighten these bad boys down. Only thing I could suggest to benlari is maybe some type of like adhesive or rubber lining on the inside of the coupler that hooks up to the actual engine guard that the highway pegs are secured to. Other than that, that's it. They did phenomenal. And the only reason I'm suggesting that is because my dumb ass didn't tighten them down all the way. So when I put my foot on them for the very first time, the peg kind of moved out on the left side, but that's just because I hadn't tightened it. If you do your due diligence and tighten these things down the way that you should, man, somebody's getting on their car. I love that. Then you're not gonna have this issue. So at the end of the day, phenomenal product. Super excited for whoever wins this. So to get down on this giveaway, here's what you have to do. Number one, you have to be subscribed to Stiff Rides. Number two, you have to be subscribed to benlari. Number three, you have to leave a comment on this video, clearly stating, all caps, regular letters, I don't give a shit, I want the highway pegs. If you do that and you're subscribed to Stiff Rides and benlari, well then you have a chance of winning these highway pegs. I'm gonna pick one of you guys in 2 weeks' time in a video. We'll go live to announce the winner. Thank you guys so much for watching. All about the ride, all about the adventure. Stay safe out there. Later.